capital of the world and the epicenter of the basketball universe, folks, for the next 11. Let's take a look at the starters for tonight's game. Keep an eye on VP. And we are underway. Whitmore with the pill. Out of the game that he's not going to be shy about letting it fly. Whitmore with a little jelly at the rim. Got a good look at it. Quickly up court, picked off. Here's Lewis. I tell you what, he fits all
part, doesn't he?
A 3-and-D wing player out of Pepperdine University, front rim. Raises up inside. Bronny with the lay.
So first of all, use that frame to get downhill a little bit.
Shepard from deep, got it. Got his get back real.
As a five-man, somebody who can be the hub for your offense.
He played for Coach Dane Johnson on the South Bay Lakers squad.
I agree, Mark. You know, you get confidence from repetition and from succeeding, and that's what he's got to find.
Castleton inside with the punch. Lakers leading by a point. Cam Whitmore draws the hit. Just talking to Cam Whitmore. Fell a little bit further in the draft than most people thought he would. Ended up tomorrow on NBA TV. It's the Bulls and the Bucks, followed by the 6 just underway. Shepard fell, got dropped like a diss track.
To make a comeback.
No, that one's over, Torres. That's a TKO. Kendrick won that one. It's over. So far in the ball game, 1 of 3 from the field. Got picked by Williams, and Williams lays it in.
Williams does a nice job.
He shot the ball extremely well at the Combine in Chicago and his pro day as well in Los Angeles. Oh! AJ and Kuzi with the show and go. One more. Bronny got his feet set, drives it, float game, and we're gonna have a
do that at USC. But this summer, he says he feels like he's built himself into something about him and staying sane while doing it. We heard LeBron James mention that
Bronny has shown professionalism, willingness to learn, and he understands that for him, hey, he got a little bounce in a roll. Whistle and one. Buy one, get one free for K.
But just to Cassidy's point about level of aggression. So in Wednesday's game, that's fine. But he's handled it with a grace that belies his years, in my mind. And
wanted to lob it up. Instead, it comes back off to the Rockets. At the elbow by Lewis. Goes to work on Whitmore. Kuzi with the baseline jumper, good. Orlando Robinson had it knocked away right to the corner. Williams, tough pass, got there. And Robinson draws the foul. The line for Robinson, erstwhile of the Miami Heat. Hey, the Emirates NBA Cup. That it was these Los Angeles Lakers that won the inaugural NBA Cup. And it's one and done for the Lakers. Williams on the move. Oh, he got it to go. A little Afro step. That continues for Angel Reese. Boy, that Rookie of the Year combo is going to be very interesting as Connect gets fouled. He's been fantastic for this guy this year. Free throw line says that his collegiate head coach Rick Barnes had him and curled and flared off of screens. Tape of JJ too, but different. Williams on the drive, got it to fall in.
They're oversized and threw some contact.
Great pass by our second air ball in as many field goal attempts. Nice hit ahead by Connect. Hey, that's a good pass, and it results in an
impressive. This is a guy who had no Division I offers coming out of high school.
That he was going to be able to get a chance to draft Connect. He started drawing up plays for him as soon as to him because he feels like it could be something that a lot of kids will look up to, guys.
Yeah, it's interesting, Cassidy. LeBron made it known as Brown gets another. Inside, Robinson out of body that time. Bronny.
Well, I thought
it's a small sample.
Yeah,
size,
when I thought the last game of the Cali freshman year, obviously going through the pre-draft process, there's a
big situation. Obviously, the son of one of the greatest to ever do it. In my mind, the greatest ever.
You have to just enjoy the process of being in the NBA, getting better. We're placing for what we hold ourselves to and the mentality we come to the gym with every day.
Right.
But you can't control out.
How will you guys visually to the Layman look different next year at the offensive end? Have you gotten?
We have LeBron and AD on our team. Those guys are obviously going to be offensive hubs, but we are going to play with more movement, more cushion.
Thank you.
Doesn't matter the order.
You had built such a successful media career in short order, not only with us, but with your players.
I want to help coaches. I want to empower people. I obviously want to help this Lakers organization get back to the top.
Nice bucket inside. Nuanced coaching. A quote-unquote, I'm going to use this quote, aging superstar. I'm not sure that
That's the great thing about LeBron and I's relationship. I believe June 20th. And I was at Duke. I went to lunch.
Get your development. I mean, I can't imagine what your life has been like since the announcement is made. What's it been like for you?
Brief, I guess.
but I only made one mortgage
here and there, but it literally has been drinking out of a fire hose for 2 weeks.
Well, do you remember
the featured guy? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 games in 5 days.
Side, Los Angeles down by 6 against Houston. Orlando Robinson from deep. And he's fouled on the three-pointer.
And especially when you're a young person, right? He's not the most experienced guy. Castleton.
As we mentioned a little bit earlier, 2 years at North's in, a little bit older, quote unquote, but at 23 years old, their alpha hasn't really done what most people thought he might do. Nice spray out to the wing, and the three is wet. Rebounded by Kuzi. Lewis on the break. Spins, fires, and fouled. Well, Maxwell Lewis.
For him, it's just like fine consistency. Throw line mark. You can see he's got some tools at his disposal.
But a couple of guys that have been head coaches before, Doris. What do you make of that?
Well, I love the additions, obviously. You know, 2 experienced guys who have multiple stars.
The landscape will be changing a little bit. Whitmore with an offensive putback position, but it's Kuzi out front. Tough shot, partially blocked. Good defense by Williams. It goes right to Castleton in the season when they went on that 11-game winning streak.
Yeah, finished 41 and 41. Packed on that side. But, you know, they're in the West. Third quarter, looking forward to that.
Connect for 3. Rattles it home.
Boy, he's very...
JJ told us that they would be playing a little bit more. Nice follow that time for the flush by Samuels Jr. Sidelines and extremely involved in his son's basketball practices, games. I want to be an NBA player. I want to be great. And he's been putting in the requisite work ever since. Connect. Playing with his food out front. Got clamped up, or maybe not. Excuse Whitmore. Good hustle by the Rockets to retrieve it. Whistle and a secret sauces sometimes, Doris, when you think about some of the iconic shots.
Three-point shooter, absorbing the best defender nightly and sometimes multiple.
Out top, Green gonna set the screen. AJ Griffin, pardon me. Williams to the basket. Boy, slick finish. And here come the Rockets off the turnover. Tough shot inside, good off glass by Nate Williams. Connect with an open look from deep, couldn't cash out. Kuzi with a 3-ball. He does. Griffin left it short. And here's Lewis on the push. Dimes up Castleton for the slam. Lakers have cut the lead to 6 real quick here. Shepard with a logo 3. Logo read, I guess.
On the Summer League debut. But he's talked a lot about the impact of his parents on his life. He said he was in the gym more with his dad about like 6 times during that dinner. So he says, I know I don't have to ever say that to him during the year.
Oh, wow. He went mixtape. Oh,
that's pretty good.
Connect might be getting an MRI on those ankles after this one. Griffin was running the floor. Shepard on the move. Whitmore flying charter. Wow. For Houston. Robinson flipped the screen, got Reed Shepard loose, and man. Lewis inside, Castleton with the punch.
19, 20, and 22 wins over the previous 3 seasons. You would think teams are going to be mentally beat down, you know, and guard, defend, play, make, score the ball like he does. And once he kind of hit his stride as far as that, you know, you saw what he did in that month. And the things we were asking him, he never hung his head. He continued to compete. And, you know, for guys to play winning basketball late in the season, he was playing some of his best.
During that meeting, because he has taken whatever you said and had an outstanding USA basketball select team camp, I'm told.
Yeah, I think it's not just the vets that we're bringing in to save the day. Your guys' internal growth will be our biggest step, and so forget how young these guys are. He's, you know, 2021, and his body will catch up eventually. So you can see him and our men physically look different already, and so happy with where he's at as well.
I want to continue on that, Ime, just because I feel like Jabari has just such an...
Well, it's hard to ask him to do more than he did last year. Obviously, he got the championship, got the MVP, but you know, you don't just look at the stats and the scoring.
Taking on Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky. Our coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 12:30. It's head coach Ime Udoka. For him to turn,
I think you heard that from the Boston Celtics guys when he left. The way they admired him, Jalen, Jason, everyone.
A little over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mark Jones courtside along with Doris Burke and Cassidy Hubbard chopping it up inside. Lakers 4 rebounds. Good help by Trent Forrest on the drive. Whitmore set it with his chest. Constraints. Trent Forrest kicks it out to Connect. Connect on the drive and the lefty lay at the rim.
Well, Mark.
Off the steal, it's a 2-on-1. Whistle and a foul as Jermaine Samuel. Those Villanova guys are usually plug and play. Hey, Summer League action. And the nightcap is Miami against Boston. Well, speaking carry through with the USA basketball program and play in Paris in the Olympics.
You know, Mark, how he would be perceived. I mean, he's obviously a 75th anniversary player,
yes.
So he doesn't ever tell you what's on his mind. But the significant at the most leveraged moments, and I just can't imagine the level of frustration.
Whitmore lost the handle.
Listen to J.J. Redick talk about the amount of work he saw Kawhi Leonard put in.
USA-Canada game a couple of nights ago at T-Mobile across the way.
Come back and try to find some chemistry here.
Take it one play at a time. Just keep locking down the defensive end and then getting good shots on the offensive end.
Dupik, Alex Sarr, and Dante dominant, dunking it home. That's his
participation from the big man.
We won't be saying Pac-12 for much longer, which
No.
is a sad fact of life. Nice, tough.
Their games.
Doesn't feel right. Here's A.J. Griffin, got stripped. He contests it was a kick ball. It's not. Back in 2022 of the Atlanta Hawks, and he can shoot that thing. I mean, he is a dead-eye shooter. That one a little bit short again, and a quick outlet down court to Williams. Williams missed the layup and got the follow-up to
players in their own right. And Jeff, I just have to point out, we saw you stand up, get on your
season has been over until today. Everybody that's had his hands on him has done a great job all over the country with AAU ball games and high school games, now college games. And here we are, truly a dream come true. So
the NBA draft.
Well, it's two completely different things. Growing up in the state of Kentucky and being passionate about Kentucky basketball, best we can. I don't know that we can do 82 games, but we're going to do the best we can.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Thank you so much.
Trying to set up the drive. Cam Whitmore had the clamps out on that one. Reed Shepherd slams it home.
You know what the talk's going to be at the start of the NBA season, though.
Yes.
We got to find out who the opener is for the Lakers.
I'm not sure it helps to get that debut in early and take the pressure off, because maybe that day ending in Y in Las Vegas.
It is hot enough, Mark, that the air conditioning inside this building
because that's a crystallized moment where it is, and there's thousands of other like that. And that is a back out to Miles. Bronny James guarding him. Miles off glass, got it, and one. ESPN, Doris Burke.
A lot of basketball between then and now, or now and then.
Internationally, with all the scouts and all the different players from different leagues around the world. Still looking to find his rhythm.
But I think you saw exactly what you wanted to see from Dalton Connect.